Hello, hello. Hey, David. Hey, Sheen. We're going to be looking... Welcome. We're going to be looking through quarters, maybe some nickels, trying to find key dates and errors. Hey, Justin. What's up, John? Get her done. Hey, Tim. We're going to do some games, have some prizes, maybe discover some cool stuff along the way. Our first giveaway will be at 10,000 likes. You just have to follow me. Justin Fresh, it's going great. Finally getting a chance to go live. Hey, Amy. We're going to chase some quarters to start. Our first giveaway will be at 10,000 likes. And we've got our Wheel of Fortune and our main prize wheel. Got a bunch of stuff going on today. Hey, Heather. We're going to be looking for errors like this. This is called a rotation error. Bitcoin hobby. So look at this quarter. Think of an X and Y coordinate on the quarter. And when I flip it over, the reverse side should line up with the obverse side. But the eagle is off. Off center. You see that? So this is called a rotation error. So these are the types of errors that we will be looking for as we are chasing quarters. Hey, Casey. How are you, my friend? Welcome, everybody. We're going to be looking through quarters. Maybe some nickels. I'm doing great. We're going to look for key dates, errors, all that fun stuff. Hey, Steve. We're going to do some fun games and giveaways. I got a new prize wheel. Got the Wheel of Fortune. And our first giveaway will be at 10,000 likes. I'll explain that once we get there. Harlow, thank you. Hey, Dale. Alright, so let's get going. So I'm looking for W's on the end of this roll of quarters. If you get a bankroll like this and there's a W on the end of it, it's worth over $100. That's what people are selling them for on eBay. This, unfortunately, is not one of those rolls. One second. So we're going to dig into it, see what we can find. Feel free to ask any questions you might have. Just put it in the chat. We'll do our best to answer it. Hope everyone's digging out of the snow and keeping warm. Just drop these quarters. Hey, Harvey. Lois, hi. So our first giveaway will be at 10,000 likes. Is any of them silver? T-bone. Well, that's what we're going to be looking for. Looking for silver. We'd be able to tell if there was silver in here because of the reed. And that's why we look at these reeds. This is silver. Right here. And so a silver quarter doesn't have copper in the reed. So that's why we turn it on its side. And if that was in there, you would see it. It'd stick out pretty clearly, like this. And get that in there. Right there. That would be silver. So silver also weighs 6.2 grams. Definitely over 6 grams, where the clad quarters are 5.7, 5.8. So that's another way to determine if you have silver. Quarters from 1932 to 1964, the business strikes were silver. And then after 1964, they switched to clad. There are some transition errors. So some late 60s quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets. If you find one of those are worth thousands of dollars. Those are some of the fun things we are looking for. What's up, Kev? Any quarter after 1980 should have a mint mark on it, like this one has a P. D-Real? I'm not sure, man. Good afternoon. Here's a Shenandoah. Thanks for joining, though. So here we're looking for the Spitter, the Spear, and the Mushroom. These are all die clashes. Hey, William. Thank you for the ice cream. This has none of them. Lois, thank you for the heart me. Spitter, Spear, Mushroom. So any of the Eaglebacks, that's what we'd be looking for. Here's that 1965. So I just said 1964 was silver, right? This is 1951, but there are some late 60s that were accidentally struck on this silver planchet. And if you get that, it is worth a lot of money. So we are looking for errors like this. This one's off center. This is considered a planchet error. So you can see that the rim here is skinnier than down here at the bottom. And you can get them on one side or both sides. See, this one's only on the reverse side. So this says that the die was actually off center and not the planchet. This one is fine. But here, the bottom die, it's called the anvil, was off center, and so that struck this incorrectly. So that's another error that we're looking for. Hey Dallas, good afternoon, my friend. We're looking for die chips. Die chips are errors that we can find in quite a few coins. The die chip on the mouth of George Washington is a, I sent you a PM, thank you Kurt, is called the Drooling George. So this is called the Drooling George. You can find them on any of these. Just check in the back. Some coins can have more than one error. Here's a die clash. You can see we call this the Spitting Horse right there. That is not supposed to be there, and it's not a scratch. If you put it under the scope, let's switch over to the scope. What's going on with my scope? Hold on. If we put this under the scope, you can see that die clash, and you can tell because it looks like it's supposed to be there. It almost looks like it's part of the design. It's part of the A. And the other big, hey Steve, the other big way to tell is that that line, it's actually not scratched into the coin. It's raised in the coin, so it's concurve instead of convex. And then you can rub a toothpick across it. If there was a bump and you went into it, that would be considered post-mint damage, but it's raised and it's not. So this is a good example of a nice error that we are looking for. Hey everyone, at 10,000 likes, we're going to do our first giveaway. We're going to have some fun. It's just have to be following me. We'll play some games. Hey Shula. Whoa, okay, so this quarter in 2020, we first want to look for errors. Die chips in the root system. I found one of these yesterday, actually, now that I remember. But bigger thing is in 2020, they only made, hey son-in-law, they only made 2 million of these quarters from the West Point Mint. What's up, Mega Savage? And that's a really low mintage. They did it on purpose. The West Point Mint usually doesn't mint quarters. Usually they mint gold and do special collectors things. But in 2020 and 2019, they had 5 quarters each that they minted a very low quantity of. And it's called the Great American Coin Hunt, the Great American Coin Search. And if you have one of these that has a W for the mint mark, then you win. Let's see. What we want is this mint mark to be a W, and nope, it is a P. But that's okay. That's what we're looking for. When everyone says, do you purchase them? I do purchase some coins, yeah. I find others. So we're that mint market, that's a W. And you want to look for the years 2019 and 2020. Here's another fun quarter. This is a bicentennial, and it was released in 1976. The year before, they didn't release any quarters, so it was only the second time that happened in the minting history, and that was in 1933 because of the Great Depression. But here we're looking for doubling in the word liberty. If we find that, it's very, very valuable. And you can look for die clashes on the back. They typically start above the flame. Now, I don't see the die clash, but let's switch it over to the scope and let's scope out liberty, because I've been looking for that liberty doubling. Oh well, no doubling in liberty, but that's okay. Real Coin Dealer, we are at 10,000 likes. Amazing. Thank you, everybody. So here's what we're going to do. So we got a whole bunch of fun stuff. This is called the Wheel of Fortune, right here. So I'm going to draw a picture, and whoever guesses the picture gets to spin the Wheel of Fortune. I have some really good prizes in here. We have silver quarters. We have copper rounds, 1 ounce copper rounds. We have buffalo nickels. We have coins with errors. We have uncirculated coins I got from the mint. So it's just packed with a whole bunch of stuff. And wherever the arrow stops, you win. So I'm going to draw a picture. You just have to be following me. And whoever guesses the picture gets to spin the wheel. Let me find something good to draw. Good to draw. Fiddle, fiddle. Hold on one sec. Sometimes these come up easily, others they don't. Huh. Still looking. Give me a second. Sometimes they come up quick, other times they don't. So we are doing our giveaway. Trying to find something to draw here. Give me a second. These are really hard. Wow, running out of... Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm going to draw this picture. Whoever guesses it will win. Just put the guess in the chat. And don't get discouraged. It may look like that you guess first, but there's a lag. And so I get the full order of how the things come in. The good news is that we keep doing these drawings. And I haven't stumped you yet, but maybe this time. Nope! Someone's got it. Someone's got it. Hold on. Let me get out my piece of paper here. It is a toolbox. And my friend Sergio, who won twice yesterday, I think. Congratulations, Sergio. You just won. It's going to save me a bunch of money on shipping. It is a toolbox, so here's how we do this. Sergio, we are going to spin the prize wheel. The Wheel of Fortune here. Oops. Look at that. And here we go, and it stopped, and what we have... Sergio, nice job. You just won. This is compliments of KCK, who is online, so everyone thank him. This is a 2010 Denver low mintage quarter in beautiful condition. Nice job, Sergio. There we go. Now we have a little twist today. So, Sergio, since you won, your name is going to go on the big prize wheel for the grand prize at the end of the event, and the grand prize is going to be a W quarter. Look at that. So whoever wins gets their name on the wheel. Then at the end I spin it, and if it lands on your name, you also get a West Point quarter, just the quarter that we just talked about. Heck yeah, let's go. And that'll be at the end. Let me put I'll put Sergio's name. Let's put Sergio's name up here. Give me a second. Let me get the prize wheel. So I'm experimenting with the prize wheel and things like that. Hopefully make it a little fun. I'm just writing Sergio's name on it. And whoever else wins next, your name comes up here. So you have two ways of winning. E-R-J-I-O. There you go, Sergio. You are on the prize wheel. Believe it or not, that says Sergio. Cool. Alright, so that's how that's going to work. Our next giveaway is at 20,000 likes. We're going to do the same thing. We'll get a little smoother each time we do this. Which W quarter? Good question. It's the one with the W on it. Just kidding. It's a Weir Farm 2020. It's in pretty decent shape too. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. So that is what we're going to do. Let's start hunting. Let's start chasing these quarters again. We're almost at 20,000 likes. You too can have a chance to win. Here's a 2019. So this could be a W. Under the bow of the boat right here. And also on the oar. Harlow, did you scope the Utah quarter with the dripping A? Yes, I did. There's some scratches. I did that yesterday. I meant to reach out to you. All of these YouTubes, at least the last dozen or so TikTok lives, they're on my YouTube channel now. So you can go back and watch that replay. And Harlow, unfortunately, with all the experts that were on here, we actually determined that that quarter was PMD. It was a finger feeder error that gouged out the A. So yeah, we can connect about that later, but that's what the experts said it was. So this is not a W, this is a Philly, so we're going to put that one back. If you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I really appreciate it. I do the replays. You may not want to go back and watch it, but if you win, you might. But also if something happens to TikTok, yeah, next time. We'll definitely get those. So we're looking for the spitter, the spear, and the mushroom. 1974. Looking for the drooling George. Wow. Hey, look at this. So we hit 20,000 likes, but check it out. We've got an error right here. See this die chip? Under the feather of this loon, this is the Block Island. That is exactly what we're looking for. That's a great example. Going to put that off to the side. Alright. Nope. Let's go back over to our spin wheel. So let me draw this picture. You guys know what to do by now. Let me find a picture to draw. Alright. So whoever guesses what I draw is going to get to spin the prize wheel. This one you're not going to get. Oh, as I said that, somebody got it. Look at that. It is an ant. Shula, nice job. KCK, you came in second. Big Country, you came in third. And Shula, I started a box for you, so we're starting to add to it. Congratulations, Shula. That is yours. Let's spin the prize wheel. Hold on a second. Nope. Spin this prize wheel and see what we got. Here we go, here we go, here we go. some big prizes, and look at this, another KCK donation, 2011 D low mintage, beautiful quarter. Way to go. Nice job, Shula. And you're going to get your name on the prize wheel. I'm going to write this here. Shula. Here we go. Adding to your ever-growing coin collection. Wonderful win. Just got to put this over to the side. Nice. Let's go back here. Our next giveaway will be at 35,000 likes. Let's start looking through some quarters, and here's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find errors. This is a great error. It's called the Edith Die Clash. It's on the reverse and the obverse. You can see it starts here under her chin. This little line that comes down here. These are all clashes coming through from the obverse side. But what is very dramatic, My Six Diamonds, good to see you, is the die clash on the obverse side. See the H right there, and the T, the I, the D. So the word Edith, right here, clashed and was struck on the obverse side. It's a very, very cool example of a die clash. Probably one of the best ones I've seen. People are asking me if I want to sell that one, and I don't. Gonna hang on to that one. So at 35,000 likes, we're going to do our next giveaway. Here is a die clash in front of George Washington's face. We call this the COVID mask. You can see that right there. Hey, Friendly Painter, good to see you. This one is called the Leaky Bucket. So there is this die chip right here under the bucket. And so we call that the Leaky Bucket. You can also find die chips on the roof of the eaves of the roof, and in the windowsill. We call that the Snowy Roof or the Bird's Nest. Looking for that. So let's start looking through some of these coins. See if we can find any of these in the live. Here's a P. Nothing on that one. Hi, Elaine. Looking for that spitter, spear, or mushroom. Negative there. So this one's part of the women's series that I do collect. You can find in die chips in between her glasses on her nose. And it looks, they call it the broken nose. That one is not there. Thank you, Friendly Painter. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, I'm going to have a subscriber-only show next week. We're going to have great prizes. And I also have some online tools. I have an online coin tracker. I have an FAQ. I have things like breakdowns of what to look for in nickels, quarters. Here's the Hot Springs 2010. This is a low mintage. Not in great condition though. 2022. Thank you for the follow, Valentino. So this Dr. Sally Ride, there is a die clash on this one that I have not found. It's supposed to be above her shoulder, so that one I'm on the hunt for. Christy, thank you for the ice creams. Here's another part of the women's series, the Woman Man Killer. This is another one where you can find a die clash or die chips in her hair. This one looks in pretty good shape though. Nothing there. Arches, Utah. Hope everyone's having a great day. Here's that crossing the Delaware. So I just showed you the COVID mask, which is a die clash. We're also looking for a die chip on top of George Washington's hat. Now it could just be a little speck, or it can be huge and basically covering the whole thing. We call that the nest. So you can have part of the nest, a half nest, or a full nest. I found one of those a couple weeks ago. They're really awesome. We are on the hunt for those. Luz, thank you for the ice cream cones. Appreciate that. Got to start a new goal here. Oh no, we still have more ice cream cones to go. Thank you. Here's Maryland. I was just in Maryland last week. I visited the U.S. Treasury, and the Mint was right next door. Had a great conversation with the people that work there. Great people. They worked there for like 15 years. Got some good intel on new releases. Do you know that they have a change machine, just like you'd find at a laundromat? You put in $1 and it spits out quarters, but the quarters it spits out are the most recent Mint State quarters that they're producing. And they were out when I was there because it was at the end of the year, but the new women's quarter that's coming out February 8th, they've already loaded it up in that machine. So you can go in, put in $1, and it's going to give you 4 quarters that aren't even released yet. Pretty awesome. I almost want to go back there just to do it. They're really pumped that there's people out there that are kind of spreading the word of numismatics and trying to show people coin collecting, that it can be a great hobby. Whoa, 35,000 likes. I didn't even look at that. Thank you. Road trip is right. I got... Alright, let's do... Here's another one. 35,000 likes. Here we go. Switch over to the prize wheel. We have a lot of good prizes. Sergio and Shula are on the final prize wheel for the W. So let's play this game. Let me find a picture to draw. Here we go. Here we go. Dun, dun. Look at that. Yep. You guys guessed it. Doesn't look like it, but it is a book. Alright, let's hear it for Casey. See, it pays to be generous. Casey just guessed that. Heather Nomad, you came in second. Brandy, you came in third. Casey K86. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you don't win one of the prizes that you donated. If you do, we'll get you something else. But let's spin the wheel for Casey. Here we go. Send out the good vibes. Here we go, here we go. What do we got? What do we got? And oh no, we have an empty slot, but that's okay. No worries, we'll just spin it again. Let's see what we have going on here. Ah, look at this. All right, Casey. We have 2 coins. Let's see, this first one. What is it? This is an error coin that has a spitter. Found that one yesterday. And this is the quarter that you wanted. I can swap this out, but it is the Tall Chief. The one that came directly from the mint. You don't have a spitter yet. Oh, awesome. And you have, I took this out, I bought this at the mint last week in a roll. And I undid the roll, so these are uncirculated. This is a Denver, so those are really nice. Two nice coins I'll put in your container. Keep the Tall Chief. I'll swap it out, man, for something else. But you also get a shot for the big prize. Let me put your name up here. Draw sideways, KCK. I just put KCK. So again, if you win, you get your name on the prize wheel, and at the end, we're going to spin for a W quarter. And it's the Weir Farms W quarter. So nice job. Let's go back over here. And our next giveaway will be at 50,000 likes. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. And so we are looking for things like this. This is a die chip. This is the only one I've seen. Or maybe I've seen two of these. I just not okay, we'll donate that to the next winner. Thank you, Casey. Very generous of you. But you can see die chips up here in the mountain ridge. You see that right there? I almost missed that one. Pretty hard to see. This one's supposed to have doubling. Some of these I forget. In God We Trust. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if that is up there. Put it up on the scope here. Be cool to see. So we're supposed to see doubling and In God We Trust. Yep, and there it is. Looks like machine doubling though. Let's zoom in on that. Looks like it kind of got smeared. No, that looks like some pretty major doubling there. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for. Let's go back here. 50,000 likes. We're doing our next giveaway. You just have to be following me in the US, and over 18 you will be able to spin the prize wheel. Look at this. This is that full nest. Look at the size of that die chip. Now I've shown a couple of these that we've searched through. This is a huge die chip. That is not supposed to be there. Let's put that over up on the scope so you can see it. Let's do the full view. Look at that. That is covering up his whole hat. It's going up to the E and the P and L and E pluribus. That's a pretty cool find. But I need to start finding some more. Those are ones I've already found. Let's see what we can do. 1994. That's a scratch. I thought maybe that was a spear. Here's a junky 1983. Remember when I found it? That's awesome. Little die chip in her hair. Oh, that's actually a big die chip. Look at it. Nice. See? I put it out there. That's a nice sized die chip right there. And this Wilma Mankiller. That is not supposed to be there. That is awesome. I'm going to put that over to the side. That'll be a good example. Here we go. So this 1989, I did a little breakdown of this one. So 1989, no mint mark, just to share it with everybody. I used to hear that the 1989 no mint mark was from Philly and that it was worth thousands of dollars. So when I hear some of these things, I do a little breakdown of it. And kind of interesting fact, in 1989, 1.5 billion quarters were minted. That is a lot of quarters just in that one year. But early in the mintage of 1989, somebody found a 89 without a P, no mint mark. So the New York Times published an article saying that it was a mint error, giving it more credibility. So people were selling this quarter for thousands of dollars, and they still are, honestly. But then some people started to say, well, no, it's not a mint mark, it was a grease error. And of course, grease errors are not considered valuable to most people, certainly not in the thousands of dollars. So we have this mystery. Is it a grease-filled error, or is it a mint error where they actually forgot to put the mint mark? There's the two examples. Well, this mystery is pretty much solved. Confirmed multiple references that there's no evidence to suggest that the mint intentionally made this mistake, and that it is a greased error. So I like to bring this up just to educate everybody, because people have bought this on eBay and other places for a lot of money, and there's still people selling it on eBay for a lot of money. Now, I would probably pay, I don't know, $3 to $5 for it, but certainly I would not be paying hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars for that coin. So the moral of the story is, if you find a 1989 with no mint mark, that's awesome. It's a cool coin to have. I'd love to have one, but it's not worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. But it's awesome to keep in your collection because there's controversy around it. Here's that bicentennial. Again, you want to check for the doubling. Let's look for that die clash in the flame. It is, well, is it there? Nope. It's not there. I haven't found one of those yet. Looking for the spitter, the spear, or the mushroom. 1965. It's a late 60s, so I'm going to check that transition error. Hey, Eddie. Don't have it because I can see the copper in there. North Dakota. I think there's some die clashes you can find on that one. Oregon. I was in Oregon a couple months ago looking at colleges for my son. Filled in mint mark on the bicentennial. That is something to be looking for. Did you say that I had that? Hold on. Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa. Who just pointed that out? Is this an actual thing? Harlow. Is this an actual error that we're looking for in the bicentennial? Scott. Look at that. It's a filled in mint mark. Nice job. That's really cool. Let's put that up on the scope. I should have, I didn't even see that because I wasn't looking for it. And that's what happens when you say, well, you're supposed to have doubling, you're supposed to have this, you're supposed to have that. You can find things. That is definitely a filled in mint mark. Cool. Thank you so much. We're going to add that one to the example collection. And look at that, you crushed my goal. And we hit 50,000. Thank you, Mr. Lion, Dre, Luz. Thank you for that. Gonna repin up a new goal, and then we're gonna go to the wheel. Do some donuts. We love donuts. Let's confirm that up here. All right, we're at 50,000, so let's go over to the prize wheel. Having some good luck today. Let me find something to draw. All right, here we go. You guys know how this works. Dun, dun. Thank you for the donuts, Luz. Let's see, I gotta try to figure this out. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it doesn't really... Yeah, there we go. It's basketball. Eric Greenfield, congrats, man. Christy, you were just behind him. Just behind him, and Luz, you came in third. Nice job, Eric. It was a basketball. That was a tough one. Okay, Eric, so we're going to spin the Wheel of Fortune. Let's go. Let's see what it ends up with. I'm going to put your name on the W wheel while we're waiting. R-I-C, Eric. And we got nothing. Let's give it another spin. We have some really good prizes left. We've got silver quarter. We have a copper round. Oh. Nice. Let's see what this is. Here we go. 1936 Buffalo nickel. Look at that. It's got the nice relief on the date. Way to go. I don't know if you collect Buffalo nickels, but that's a good one. And your name goes up on the prize wheel for the W quarter. Big prizes. Thanks. Okay, we're going to do that next giveaway at 75,000 likes. It keeps growing and growing. Let me get that one out there. There you are. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Let's go back to searching. Here's that 1989 again. Well, we have the P there. I'd love to find one of those 1989s without the mint mark on it. Determined to do so. Sunny Gale, good to see you. Oregon Lake. Hope everyone's keeping warm. At least on the East Coast. We have some crazy weather going on. Here's that Utah. There's that Crossroads with the A. This one's in nasty condition. You think you have one, Harlow? That's awesome. 67. Here we go. Still, no. If I do, you send it to me? Really? You don't need to do that, but that's really nice of you. I'll trade you for something. Here's that 1965. Looking for that transition error. Looking for that 1966. Let's go in order. Nothing there. All right, let's take a look at a few of these other no trade needed. You guys are so nice. I appreciate that. Here's another off center. So you see this one is really dramatic. The edge of the reed is completely gone. And it's very thick here down at the bottom. I don't remember if this is on both sides. Let's take a look. It is. So in this case, what more than likely happened was the planchet was off center. If you would have had it just on one side, it would have been the strike, the anvil or the hammer that's actually imprinting the quarter. That was off center. But this was definitely equal on both sides. And that's a really good example. I haven't talked about this one in a little bit. Let me let's look at this one. So this happens in certain dates of quarters. See if I can find another one. This is a type B quarter. It's pretty rare. Yeah, because I got to show you. So here is a normal quarter where we're going to look at this triangle. There's 3 points for a business striker type A quarter. Right here, the E and the S, the type A or the normal one, they're almost touching each other. The leaf here is just below the arrow, and the olive leaf in the A, there's a space in between. So this is the one that you're probably used to seeing, and I call it the triangle. You want to look for those 3 points on an eagle back. The E and the S are touching, the leaf is below the arrow, and the A and the olive leaf are separate. Now check this out. This was a slightly modified die, and we look at the same 3 points. The E and the S, there's a space. There's a big space there. The olive leaf is above the arrow, and the leaf and the A, they're connected. So this is called a type B. And you look for those 3 points. This one is pretty cool. It's in good condition too. That's what is referred to as a type B coin. Let's take a look at this. Hey Stormy. Here's another COVID mask. You can see right there in front of his face. That Die Clash, calling that the COVID mask. What's up, Wiz? Good to see you, man. Alright, that was that roll of quarters. Let's get another roll out. Thank you for the heart me, Wiz. Appreciate it. Let's take a look at the enders. Wow, that one's pretty old. Looks like a 1967. If it's a 1963, it's silver. That'd be the first silver I found. Here's a Delaware Crossing, but no W. Many people's houses are burning down. Yeah, I know, I've heard. That is such a shame. Let's all send our thoughts and prayers out to those people. That is really terrible what is going on. I've only seen kind of the high-level news feeds. Yeah, that's a 1967. Rough shape. Not silver. At all. What's up, Eddie? So now we're going to look for that silver reed. Not there. So let's start chasing. So I'm looking for that Die Clash and the Nest. We've seen both of those so far today. By the way, my phone is blowing up. It is? How come? From me? So 1992. Harlow, is a triangle on a specific day quarter? I knew someone was going to ask that. I have to check my own tools, my own cheat sheet. I have to see. I know it's in the 60s, but it could extend out to a certain mint or a longer time frame. But I will look that up. Or maybe somebody else can look that up real quick. It's called the Type B strike. There's a Type A and a Type B. Here's the arches. It's a nice Virginia. Wasn't that just a Type B? Nope. I didn't see that. Here we're looking for the Spitting Pelican, which is a die break. It can be a die break going all the way to the end. You can even see it above the Pelican. There we go. Thank you, KC. 1956 to 1964. Looks like on those silver quarters. I'm going to remember that. So you can get that Type B strike. Looks like on silver quarters. So, quick story. I was at the bank holding a whole box of quarters that I was going to drop off that I've already gone through, and the person in front of me asked me what I was doing with all those quarters, you know, just striking up conversation. And I told him that my story, that my father passed away, I started collecting coins, and then I'm looking for errors. And he's like, really? My brother-in-law passed away, and I told him I'm sorry about that. He said, no, you know, it was a couple years ago, but he had a whole coin collection, and he didn't know what to do with it. And so we got talking, and then we text back and forth. Well, I ended up buying from him about, I don't know, 100 silver quarters and 200 silver dimes that I haven't even searched yet. So there may be some more Type B strikes in those. I may do a live where I just look at silver quarters. That would be fun. Yeah, he was happy to do it. You know. So here's that 2019, looking for the W. And nope, it's a P. Yeah, I do think that was lucky, you know? Because if I was to buy that many at a pawn store or online, they would have cost me a lot more. I showed him, I said, this is how much they're worth in silver, this is how much, you know, people are trying to sell them for, but we struck up a good deal because he wanted to get rid of them all at once, and that was valuable to him, and he didn't want to deal with it anymore. So here's a 2020. This is another W opportunity. So let's flip it over. Let's see if we have a W. Nope, Denver. This is my favorite quarter. This is the Sonoma National Park. This one looks clean, no dye chips in the ear, in the wings, no dye clash for the extra whiskers, no blind bat for the strike through, and no W. No luck. Before. Thought that was a mushroom, but that goes in. That's a scratch. Right where the mushroom would be. Rhea, how are you? Thanks for joining. Rhea, we have something a little different today, so we're going to do our prizes like we normally do. My camera just went offline. That's not good. Oh no. Oh wow, look at that. What's going on with my... Oh no. Oh wow, look at that. What's going on with my camera? Nice, I spoke too soon. Gave me 1 second, having some technical difficulties here. Why did that go out?